right, New York City Democrat mayor candidate Zohran Mamdani trying to woo New York City business leaders this week, but his socialist agenda is scaring many of them off, especially for grocery store owners.
Grocery prices are out of control. The cost of eggs and milk has skyrocketed. Some stores are even using dynamic pricing, jacking up the cost over the course of a day depending on what they can get away with. It doesn't need to be this way. I'm Zohran Mamdani, and as mayor, I will create a network of city-owned grocery stores.
So we pulled in a grocery store owner. John Catsimatidis is here. He's the chairman and CEO of the Red Apple Group, which owns and operates supermarkets across the city. Anybody who's ever lived in New York knows the Gristedes chain. Welcome to you. Good to have you here, John.
Thank you for having me here. Zohran, he's a nice guy. He has a great smile, but he doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. He's a 33-year-old kid that knows nothing about business. He is a created character. And we have the highest cost in the country, highest energy cost, highest transportation cost. We even have congestion pricing and union costs. So, of course...
What's your prediction if the government owns and operates grocery stores?
They're going to go broke.
Who's going to go broke?
The government will end up going broke. You're going to end up like Havana. I mean, I was there in Havana with Fidel Castro. The shelves were empty. He promised the world to the people. He says, get rid of Batista and things will be great. Well, it was all one big lie. And what I'm worried about the Democratic Party, they allowed the socialists, the common sense Democrats, allowed the socialists to take over. I mean, what is going on here? And the money is coming in from, I guess, Soros has been reported, and that family in Singapore, the Xinhan family, which rumors are that also Chinese money is going into that and going to that C4 company. So I've told members of Congress, investigate. You can't, they have $50 million in that company.
Yeah. I know that's a big concern of yours.
Now, we bought Manhattan from the Indians for $24. They're going to buy Manhattan back for $50 million that they put into that working family's account.
I want to get more of your reaction to Mamdani in his own words, John. And this is him taking to TikTok, as he often does, and he's spreading his message there widely, explaining how these city-owned grocery stores would work. Listen.
We will redirect city funds from corporate supermarkets to city-owned grocery stores, whose mission is lower prices, not price gouging. These stores will operate without a profit motive or having to pay property taxes or rent, and will pass on those savings to you.
Sounds to me like he just accused you of price gouging.
Price gouging? We're paying the highest taxes in the world. You give us the incentives and we'll lower the prices. You get rid of the real estate taxes. We'll lower the prices. I mean, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He is promising the people the world.
Yeah.
And it's all a bunch of, how does Trump say it? A bunch of crap.
Okay.
And look, we run a great operation for 50 years in the supermarket business. And, but you can't fight City Hall. God forbid this guy wins.
Yeah. And by the way, you spread a lot of your wealth charitably. I've been to these events, police events and beyond, where you are trying to help the inner city kids and develop them however best you can. You're very generous. Rick Scott was on your WABC radio show on Sunday talking about these Dem policies and what they would do to people like you who spend a lot of money in this city and are very charitable, what you might do and where you might go. Listen.
Every elected official in New York on the Democrat side seems like they were just recruiting people to move to Florida because it's just insanity.
I mean, does this mean if he becomes mayor, would you still live in New York?
You know, you never know. Maybe I'll live in New York for less than 185 days a year. But the people in Florida, they're saying, come on down. Texas, they're saying, come on down. The blue states have to realize that they have to compete with the rest of the country. And they're not understanding that. I'm waiting to see what the Democratic leadership, Senator Schumer, Governor Hochul, Hakeem Jeffries, what are they going to do with the socialists? Are they going to endorse them or not endorse them? I think that's the next challenge, to see what the heck is going to go on.
But you're an optimistic New Yorker.
I love New York, and we're gonna win New York back.
All right, John, it was good to have you on America Reports. Come back soon.
Thank you so much.
Glad to have you here. All right, John.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.